There are endless reasons to go to Iceland. There's no question why everyone is traveling to Iceland these days. The country has long been known for its stunning landscapes. Beyond the scenery, however, there are many other things that are interesting about Iceland and Icelanders. 1. Explore our stunning landscape. Iceland, also called the land of fire and ice, is home to glaciers and volcanoes. The island was formed over millions of years ago, and the landscapes are shaped by these two forces of nature. As a guide, I often hear visitors describing the landscape as both stunning and unique. That is exactly how I experience the nature of my beautiful country. In Iceland you can explore everything from volcanoes to geysers, glaciers and natural hot springs, black sand beaches and impressive lava fields to waterfalls and sculptural mountains. Just like all Icelanders, I have my personal favorite nature sites. Many of them are in remote and isolated areas of the country. First of all is Hornstrandir in the northernmost part of the West Fjords. It is one of the most difficult parts of Iceland to access. It is getting more and more popular to take hiking trips through the awesome landscape surrounded by high cliffs and mountains with shallow bays between. Only accessible by boat, this is the top spot to get away from the crowds and experience unspoiled nature on Earth. 2. Enjoy untouched open space. One of the reasons the landscape in Iceland is so raw and beautiful is because it is relatively untouched by human interference. From a geological standpoint, Iceland is a young country in the midst of its own creation. Active volcanoes, bright green valleys, glacier-cut fjords, black sand beaches, and roaring rivers are the most distinctive features of the landscape. The highlands are a sparsely inhabited plateau, and studies show that 11% of the country is covered by glaciers, one of the main attractions in Iceland. Iceland is also home to Europe's largest glacier, Vatnajökull, which is equivalent to 3 times the size of Luxembourg and covers about 8% of Iceland's total landmass. 3. Visit the most peaceful country in the world. Iceland is the most peaceful country in the world and has held that position since 2008. The Global Peace Safety Index considers factors like crime rate, political landscape, natural disasters and health risks. Official categories are social safety and security, ongoing domestic and international conflicts, and the level of militarization. The crime rate in Iceland is very low. This is rooted in our tightly knit family-oriented culture and homogeneous and egalitarian society. We have no standing army, navy or air force in Iceland, and our police do not carry firearms on duty. Our education and welfare system ranks among the best nations in terms of jobs and earnings and subjective sense of well-being. All Icelanders have equal opportunities in education. We all have easy and equal access to good healthcare services, and Iceland has the lowest level of unemployment in Europe with an average of 2.5%. 4. Appreciate the world's best gender equality. Gender equality is a fundamental human right and a necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous and sustainable world. Iceland has been the frontrunner in gender equality since 2009 according to the World Economic Forum, something I am really proud of. In 1975, women across Iceland brought the country to a standstill. They stopped what they were doing at work and at home to protest the gender wage gap and to demonstrate the vital role women play in the functioning of Icelandic society. I was only 9 years old at the time. I still remember holding my mother's hand at the rally in downtown Reykjavik as if it happened yesterday. How optimistic and hopeful I felt, and how empowered for the future of women in Iceland. 5. Have a sip of our cold pure water. We have the fortune of having limitless access to ice-cold pure water straight from the tap. Icelandic water comes from the springs and filters through lava for decades before it reaches the taps. Unlike water in most countries, Icelandic tap water is free of chlorine, calcium and nitrate and is regularly monitored and tested for high-quality results. Our tap water is therefore the cleanest and purest water you can get. It also tastes extremely fresh and delicious. You can drink as much of it as you want and all for free. With the clean water comes a number of creative microbreweries. The brewery community in Iceland is in constant growth. Give or take 35 breweries produce world-famous and award-winning beer with pure Icelandic water, which adds a subtle yet distinctive flavor to local brews. Thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe the channel.